Hey, welcome back, folks. We are looking at our money habits. Now, I get some of you guys are probably thinking, I don't really want to talk about habits because usually we talk about bad habits, right? And you might have some not so good habits when it comes to money. And it's really important to kind of reflect and figure out that actually sometimes you've just got bad habits because you never saw good habits, or you never knew that you could have good habits when it comes to money. Maybe you've only just seen the results of some bad money habits. But the great thing with habits is that they you can change them. It does take time and it does take work, but they're changeable. So we're going to look at some way to help you get control of your money, and you tell you the money where to go rather than money kind of dictating where you should go. And so that's what we're going to look at today. Okay, so again, don't be fucking mile on this. No one else is watching you as such. So get ready. We're going to have a honest look at our money habits, and we're here with you. And we're here to help you get to your money dream and your goals. But for that to happen, maybe some of our money habits need to change. And here's a couple of ways that you can look at your money habits to see, to put you in control of your money. You know, that money dream that you have or that you've looked at and that maybe you've talked to your family about? Look at your dream again. Look at your dream again. We gave the example of maybe going to see mum in Sydney as a dream. And it's really important that you kind of remind yourself why your money plan is really important, why your money habits will help you get through your plan to be able to make your money dream happen. And that's really important. We heard Paul talking about those things as well. So, again, look at your dream again, remind yourself about it, and that actually remember that habits don't form overnight. Yeah, there was that old Pantene ad back in the day, because I'm showing my age, but it won't happen overnight, but it will happen. And that's a bit what you need to do with habits. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes a wee while to get out of bad habits, but also to get into some good habits. So the next thing you can do is also keep a track on your progress, either if it's on paper or it's in a worksheet. So you remember your little workbook that you're working through as well. Keep a track on it. Put some dates on it. Put some dates on it. Different things that you're learning and that you're going through. And so we're gonna also be able to look at getting ahead of your expenses and just putting a bit of money aside into a different bank suffix or a different bank account that you can see it track a bit. Like, you might not be able to think that, oh man, I'm never going to get to Sydney. I'm never going to get that money to get that plane ticket. But actually, as you even see on your banking app, that little kind of, even name your suffix, money dream or going to see mum in Sydney, and you put that there, and you see that growing a bit by bit by bit by bit by bit. And that's a bit like your habits. You've got to kind of do them bit by bit by bit by bit before they just become kind of autopilot for you. I'm talking about automated pilot. One really good way, and again, you can get heaps of help with your financial mentor on this, but might be really cool to be able to automate your bill payments. So there are some, like some doctors that will let you kind of almost go into credit for, some future appointments that you might need to have. And so you can make those payments ahead of time. Automate your bill payments as well to make sure that the rent goes out, those big rocks that need to kind of get out of your accounts first. I heard this really cool tip from a financial mentor, that they had a client come in and they had a account that was just for all their bill payments. So money went into that. They didn't touch it again because that was where all their payments were going, out of that one place. And anything that was left over was in a different account, and only that account had access to the FPOS card. So how cool is that little tidbit for you? You know that all those bills are going out and you're not going to get into worse trouble than you might be already in. And again, it's really easy nowadays. When step 5 again is to check your bank accounts regularly to keep track of that, because sometimes when you don't have when you're not seeing money physically go from your hand or your pocket to someone else, it can really play on your mind to think that your card will just tap, 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 and tap, and tap, and tap, but actually realizing that there's no more money on that, but you're still tapping. So it's really important to maybe use your app, your bank accounts app, and kind of look through and make sure, oh, okay, wow, okay, so I actually don't have money to be able to just have that drink or to buy that Coke or whatever it is. So really cool to be able to keep track of that stuff, and banking apps are great to be able to keep monitoring your money, because remember, this is your money, so you track it. And then finally, you know, if you do feel you've kind of, gone on a couple of weeks and it's been a really good thing, it's like going to the gym. Everyone goes to the gym for the first 3 days and it's awesome, and then you stop going to the gym, you don't even know where your shoes are. But if you are feeling like a little bit like that you've kind of fallen, that you've lost your way a little bit, the really cool thing with these sessions is that you can go back, click onto one, even if you see one and there's that, you've kind of maybe thought, oh, actually, I really don't kind of need that help, but now I do. Get back there. Find a financial mentor to help you get back on track. Have a look at the Closed Money, My Money Kite book Facebook page, to be able to look at that and get some tips. And there's people that will just really support you if you kind of hit a down as well. So don't stop. Don't stop moving forward, even if your pace is slowed down a little bit, or even if you kind of notice that you're not going at the speed or the rate that you were going on when you first started. Look, if you are still just taking a step towards the right direction, you are still moving. And so you can still get there. And we get stuff happens, and maybe there was a big bump that you hit last week or maybe this month. Look, you are still on your way of being able to control your money and not the other way around. Okay, folks? So don't give up. You're still on track. And like we said before, money habits don't change overnight, and so bad habits also won't change overnight. So be patient with yourself. Give yourself some space to be able to grow in this. I love Rona, which is one of used a financial mentor to kind of support her to achieve her money dream, and she really realized that no one does it on their own. Like no one. Like even if you go to a gym, not that I like going to gyms, but even they require people to be able to encourage them, whether it's a coach encouraging them or it's a team member encouraging them. You don't do it on your own, and so that's what we're about. We don't want you to do this stuff on your own either. So we'll throw in some coaches like the financial mentors. We'll give you some tips. We'll like high five you when we can. So you know what? This is how she described her um, her experience with her financial mentor. She says, I went to her and said, this is my money goal. I want you to help me achieve it. We had a laugh, but she was really impressed with where I'd got to. And if you have come to this session, if you've started into this book, you've started to get yourself towards your money goal, and that's a great thing. And financial mentors love that. So you know what? Go to page 20 in your workbook and get started, because that's what we're here to be able to do. So Fano, that's us. That's a wrap for today. Again, keep going, keep at it, keep moving, keep cheering yourself on and getting around people who will cheer you on this awesome journey that you're on and that you will get through. Ka kite.